seeing what I'm seeing. This is amazing.
From the distance, but we're here. And it's all being recorded on our Zoom, so we're going to have all of this. That sign is awesome.
Now! Now!
Watch out, I'm on live.
Now! Now!
Awesome summer walking around with a sign. I mean, come on, we can't get any better than this, right? Letting
And look,
people know.
socially distanced.
Of course. I still haven't gone to the end of the line. I'm still walking from one end of the Capitol to the other that have educators out here with their signs.
At least you can sing better over there.
Notice that we're on both sides of the street.
Hey, Lisa Guzman, Don Miller.
Yes.
It's just over here, just in front of the Capitol building. How are we doing on the Zoom? How many folks are on the Zoom right now?
We got kicked off for a minute, but we're at 37 right now.
Well, that's good. Well, we've got hundreds of people here at the legislature lining the streets. I know that Lisa Guzman gave you a good view. I'm all the way up a full couple of blocks at the Capitol building, which is where our line begins. Happy to run you through the whole line down the street from the Capitol to the legislative building.
That is amazing. Yes, Lisa is walking that for us right now. I have actually asked if people want to make any 15 to 30-second testimonies, that we'll be happy to put those out there too, and we can take them right now on Zoom anytime they want.
Sounds good. Look at that. It's Alex Marks. Are you all interested in talking to other educators who are across the state on Zoom about why you're here? Yeah? You want to say hello?
Hello.
Are y'all educators? Yes. Whereabouts? Lyon County here in Carson City. Thanks for coming. Thanks for making the drive.
It's important that we remember that for every dollar cut.
Oh,
What are you running for again?
oh yeah. Ooh.
In Clark County. Could you believe it? And I'm out here advocating for students. What's the? What, I don't see any of my fellow candidates out here.
No, I didn't want to make the trip to support public health.
I guess not.
I want to remind everybody that it's important that because we could not have our voice heard inside the legislature, that one of our requests is that for every dollar cut, they must come up with a dollar of news source funding.
Yeah, I was looking at this, had this thing on to see what was going on down there, the 6 feet away March for Legislator. They cut it off. Somebody cut me off. Yeah, I asked a question, I put in the chat, and it just cut me off.
I'm sorry, Christy, what's your question?
Oh, can you hear me? I'm sorry, I didn't mean for you to hear me.
That's okay, I can hear you. So I don't see your question in the chat. We all got thrown out for about 3 minutes, so it could have disappeared during that time. So what was your question?
Oh no, you already answered it. I was talking to my coworker. I'm so sorry. I didn't even know you could hear me.
You are all good.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm just gonna be listening in.
Well, we appreciate you all attending, and I'm loving looking at where everybody's coming from. I'm trying to get Lisa Guzman unmuted again.
I'm here.
Yay! I muted you for a second to get so we could remind people why we were here.
Well, I'm telling everyone that you're here.
I appreciate that. We have people on this Zoom call from all across the state.
That's awesome. I just want you to know that I am looking for my fellow candidate running for trustee, and I cannot find her anywhere. Can you believe it? Just kidding. I'm just teasing. But this is amazing. Oh, look! There's Sam! Hey, I'm on the Zoom. There's Dawn. See?
There's
hey,
Tom
Dawn.
Way to go, Tom Stouse.
That's right. Oh my gosh, we have matching signs. This is amazing. I don't know if you can see that, Dawn. Matching signs. Because education matters. Yep. You can mute
Alice
me
Young
anytime,
says you're
Dawn,
not a
if we get
teacher.
too
Thank you
loud.
for being here. This is for everybody who supports education, whether you are a teacher, a support staff, a parent, or a child, or a business person who is concerned about our future. We thank you all for attending today.
Don't forget other licensed professionals.
And other licensed professionals. I am so sorry. Alex, if you find Mr. President, it would be great if we jumped on here for a minute for me.
I'm not sure what you're trying to look at here. I'm like,
Have you seen Ripper? Yes, he's here. Okay. Okay.
Are you looking for him, Lisa? Thank you.
I found him.
Ooh.
Okay, let me turn you around with it. Have to put on my glasses. You know, I found him. You are live.
Hey, Vice President Don Miller, how are you?
I'm good, Mr. President. How's it going there?
It's amazing. It's an amazing exercise in free speech. We have hundreds and hundreds of our members and their families and education supporters here out in front of the Capitol, lining both sides of 3 or 4 blocks. It's wonderful.
So can you give us some of the things we're fighting for there?
Yeah, we are fighting for obviously no cuts to our public schools. We've made some great progress in the last legislative cycle, and we cannot go back. As you know, we've been chronically underfunded and chronically overcrowded in the classroom, and this is not an excuse. Our health situation is not an excuse to go back on those gains. We're looking for new revenue, and specifically, we're looking for dedicated funding for the safety portion of healthy and safe reopening. As I've been telling people, it is a false choice to have to pick, are we going to have a counselor, are we going to have a librarian, or are we going to have hand sanitizer? Those are some completely separate funding issues, and we need to have dedicated funding for the healthy reopening.
Okay, you thought you were socially distanced, but
So, it's a lot of noise, which is great.
It is all about healthy choices and healthy schools.
Yep, that's a false choice. We need to have healthy schools, and we need to have the appropriate amount of professionals and educators in the buildings and do it correctly. It can be done. It will take resources, and we want nothing more than to get the schools open and get our kids back in the buildings.
Exactly. I don't think anybody on this call doesn't agree that children need to be in buildings, but we need to be safe when we're doing it, and they need to be safe.
That's there's talk about there being less of a chance of children getting very sick, but I don't want any of my 4 children to be one of those. I'm not willing to sacrifice, and I don't think there's a parent out there in our entire state that's willing to play that game of hoping that their kid isn't one of the unfortunate ones. So we got to do it correctly. We got to do it safely. It's going to take resources. We need to have the spacing, and we're creative. We're all dedicated, smart people, and we can get it done as long as we have the support from our state and ideally also the federal government.
So agreed. So, Mr. President, in our chat box, I just put a statement to tweet out or to call the legislator's office with right now about safe opening for our students.
I'm gonna have to back up a little bit. I didn't hear much of that.
It's okay.
I don't want to do the as my grandparents said, when you FaceTime them, it's always an ear check, not a phone call. So what was that, Don?
In our chat box right now, I just asked people to either tweet or call the legislative office and tweet out our statement about the ability to safely open without jeopardizing the safety of our students. So I'm asking everybody on the Zoom call right now to tweet or call that.
Absolutely. Yep, and there's an action network out there. You can write a letter, tweet them, call, email the education committee, email all of our assemblymen and senators, assembly people. And obviously education is essential. We need to have a safe and healthy reopening of the public schools. It can be done. This is not a choice between going to school or having things completely shut down. We can do it if we do it right. We can do it healthy. We can do it safety. If we can bail out the airlines, we can help public schools to keep them afloat and doing the right thing.
Amen.
Yeah. All right. And this is a nice bit of shade I found here. So.
Oh, well, I think we would like to get back to the rally and see what our fellow members are doing. Let
me see if I can turn this around. It's amazing. It's both sides of the street, from the edge of the construction zone all the way through into the new Carson downtown. Lots of folks there. We got a lot of media presence here. All right. There are members from all over. I've seen Washoe, Churchill, Humboldt County, Carson, Douglas, Clark County.
ESEA.
Yeah, we've got the president of our Southern Support Staff, ESEA in Las Vegas, and ESEA members are here. So it's statewide, all educators, support staff, teachers, everyone. So this is an amazing turnout for us.
And we have members from all across the state on the Zoom call right now joining you.
Oh, awesome. All right. Well, thank you, everyone that's on the call, being here virtually. All right. It's a great sign. I'm going to pass it back to Lisa Guzman.
I thought maybe you might want to talk to Jan Giles because she came all the way up here from Clark County. So I'm going to take you over there.
That would be great.
All right, Jan, I'm going to turn around my lens so that they can see you. Here's Jan. Hi.
Hi, Jan. So, Jan,
I can't hear you.
Tell us why you're there.
Oh, I'm here representing ESPs because when funding is cut, our jobs are the first to go. And without ESPs, you can't open a school. Who's going to drive those kids to school? Who's going to feed them breakfast and lunch? Who's going to register them to attend the classes that the teachers are teaching? Who's going to clean the schools? Who's going to give them their medication? Who's going to change their diapers? Without ESPs, there is no schools. So stop defunding education. Great. So she's very vocal about this. Sorry.
That's why she's the president of ESEA and she fights for her members.
That's right. That's absolutely right. So I'm going to show you the rest of the rally.
We'd like to hear from other people at the rally too.
I will find people.
Find
Wait,
those
I found Rachel Croft. Hold on.
All right.
Hey, Rachel, you want to talk to the members that are on the Zoom call? This is your newly elected NEA director.
Hi everyone, I'm smiling, you just can't see. We're out here.
Rachel,
Hey,
we can
Dawn.
always see it in your eyes.
What's that? Dawn.
Just a second. Yes, Terry.
This is Terry in Las Vegas, and I just called the number you put up there on the board, right? And it was the police, legislative police. But they gave me a phone number if you want to get directly into public comment, which is going on right now. And the number is 669-900-6833. And that will take you directly into the meeting with it, so you can make a public comment. Is what she told me.
Thank you, Terry.
Okay, you're welcome.
So, Rachel, can you tell us why you're there?
So why you're here?
Well, I really feel that strongly, like, look how many people are here. We really have to tell the ledge how important education is, and that we need new funding. We can't just be cutting. It's for our kids, right? And it's really gratifying to see so many people joining in via Zoom and here in person. It's really good to be standing together.
There's Kalen, one of the organizers from today, and he's speaking across the street. He's telling everyone to blow up Twitter and Facebook with the hashtag education is essential. I have to wander. Oh, look, Chris Daly is getting interviewed. So
Ooh.
right? He's the masked bandit.
Asking on the legislature not to try and solve this budget crisis through cuts alone, that we need shared sacrifice that includes new revenues so we can reopen schools in a safe, healthy, and responsible way. That means investing in resources. So educators can have PPE. That involves investing in schools so we don't have overcrowded classrooms. We know that Nevada has had the largest class size of any state in the country. It's impossible to do social distancing in a classroom when you have 35, 40, 45 kids in that classroom. So educators are here to make their voices heard, to ask legislators to fund healthy schools. We know that there's going to be difficult decisions in this building, but we're asking for shared sacrifice. And that means $1 of new revenue for any dollar that they cut in education funding further. So thanks for being out here. We'll be out here rallying until this session goes.
I hope you caught our
Let's
commitment.
go get that kid on camera.
The commitment that we
Right?
gave.
Lisa Guzman, we need permission to have that kid on camera who's yelling, "Let's go."
Oh, okay.
So ask permission and then let's
I'll
get
go.
him
I'll
on
go
camera.
ask permission.
I was gonna say, he's doing amazing out there. I'm so impressed.
Yes, he is. I can see she's asking permission.
Because that's why we're all here anyways. We're here for those kids that deserve a safe environment to be able to return to school.
Jasper, is that your 15-second one that you would like us to send in? Or do you got something else for us?
Well, I mean, I probably have more things, but we can use that. It's PG.
I have permission to put him on camera.
Woo! We're happy.
The teachers and support professionals who are watching on our live stream, so you can see them over there, are watching you.
Yay!
Let's go! Let's go, teachers! 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 Let's go! Let's go, teachers!
How'd I do, Dawn?
You did good.
Oh my gosh, who's that little teeny one? That one. The little teeny one. We need that one too.
We're finding a parent, I can tell. So we want it known that we've asked permission of all parents before any of these children have appeared on our Zoom, as this will be shared.
You're welcome, Lisa, on sending you on all these hunts.
We are up to 53 Zoom participants from across the state. Way to go, guys. Nice job.
Oh, I found Cindy Darden from Lyon County. How cool is that?
Hi. Cindy, why did you drive to Carson today?
What?
Why did you drive to Carson today, Cindy?
So I can participate in this awesome rally. Woo!
Yay, Cindy. Woo!
She's
Nice.
facilitating the Zoom.
I got you.
So it's our virtual rally.
Gotcha.
Yes, our virtual rally.
I came from Sparks, which is further than you have to drive.
I come to all these. I love them.
Who else is with you, Lisa?
I'm looking. Can you tell me where you're from?
Oh, I'm from Douglas County School District, Nevada.
Woo! Nice job.
SEA virtual Zoom.
Oh, excellent. Good to see you at SEA.
How'd I do?
You are like the roving reporter on the ground. We are so impressed.
I am just trying to make sure that everyone is included. You know me. I'm coming up on this wonderful person who has her own rhythm. Hey, I am on the virtual rally Zoom. Can you tell me where you're from?
I am from Reno, but I work at Dodson for WEA.
Yay!
WCSC, when I say.
No, WEA is great. Because this is NSCA, and that's Dawn Miller. She's the vice president, and she's WEA too. Woohoo!
Lisa, are we lining more streets now?
Yes, we are. Can you tell?
Yeah. I think we're getting more done out there than they're getting done inside the legislature right now. I keep seeing lots of pauses from the legislature.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hey, I found the WEA executive director. How cool is this? Hold on.
Hey, Tom Stouse.
How are you?
Oh, he's so tall, man.
I'm getting it.
School.
I just want you to know that Tom Stouse was on a call on the video with Washow's reopening plan last night until midnight. And Tom,
Yeah, that was crazy. You were on midnight.
Thank you.
It's ridiculous. Although I think Clark County would have done the same, except we broke it up into 3 days. So they did the introduction, they did the Q&A, and on Thursday we're supposed to pass a plan if there is a plan.
Yeah, it was a long haul last night, but the WA board and Tom were on it the entire night.
Well, I have to say that Jan and I were on the entire time the question and answers were on, but I didn't watch the Facebook Live because it was interesting. So I just watched the meeting.
Oh, we have a question. Lisa, where did you get your mask?
Oh, so Alex handed it to me. It's an NSCA mask. I know that there'll be more, but for today, we're handing it out to all the folks that are participating in the rally.
Well, and maybe we can, for people who are on the virtual rally, we can even talk about a donation to the PAC, which helps fund things like this, and we can get masks to people. We can order some more. So
that would be awesome.
I'm going to put my email address in the chat right now for everybody. And anybody who thinks they might like to make a little donation to the PAC, and we'll look at ordering another round of those masks and getting them out to people.
Kaylin is leading a chant right now. Sorry. Do you want me to mute?
Kaylin is one of the grassroots organizers of this, and so we'd love to hear him for a minute. I'm sure a lot of members on this know Kalen through Entire Nevada Teachers. He's a member of our organization and has been working really hard with the grassroots committee with Carmen and Selena and Alex and Chris to make sure this all in both meetings.
I know there are members here from Hawthorne. I just haven't been able to find them, but I will. I'll find them. I'm sorry. I thought they were here, but I think they moved to the next street because we were getting crowded and we are trying to stay 6 feet apart. It doesn't look like it, but I promise we are.
Carmen, that'll make Carmen feel better. She's getting a little bit, getting hives over there from watching a few groups. I keep hoping they're families that are together.
They are. So we ask, I just want to be clear. We ask because we are very serious about keeping people 6 feet apart.
Good job.
That's awesome that you guys are taking over more streets.
Yeah.
Thank you, Northerners. Sorry we can't be there.
Y'all know if I want to write a message to somebody who just responded to me? And I respond back to them.
Where are you guys from? Humboldt County. I'm from Humboldt County.
Sorry,
Dawn.
what did you say?
I'm asking how can I, somebody just said hi to me, so I wanted to know how can I say hi back to them.
You just, if it's got their name instead of everybody, you're going to say it directly to them, or you can look for their name as a participant and say hi.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Dawn, I found Humboldt County.
You did?
Hi.
Hi, Humboldt. What made you guys take that long drive up here?
It's only 3 hours. It's important to be here.
It's only 3 hours.
And I heard her say it's important to be here. Why is it important? We're taping this for the legislature.
That's dedication, Dawn.
I understand. I would just love to hear him say it so we can send this to our legislators.
That's right. I just want to make sure that everyone knows that they came 3 hours just to be here and make sure that their voices are heard. It's important.
So, Mr. Wellman, I can see you. It looks like you're driving. You're on mute. Let me see if I can unmute you. Tom, why is it important our voice is heard?
Teachers and students deserve to go back into a safe learning environment. And legislators need to be responsible to provide that for both teachers and students.
Thank you, Mr. Wellman. Mr. Wellman is the president of our state retirees. And when we can't be at the legislature speaking, he is there testifying on our behalf every session. And we thank him so much for his time that he puts in with his and all of the retirees.
And if you're not part of pre-retired, you really should be.
Way to get that in.
Retirees up here cheering that I did a plug for pre-retire. These people were smart and they're in the shade, Dawn.
Well,
these are our smart educators. They're out here. Oh my gosh, you have to see this sign. It's so sweet. Can you see it?
Oh,
That's adorable. And very
I know. And the little person, is it okay if I put your little person on camera on the virtual Zoom?
Of course.
Because I put your
for
sign.
asking, of course. Oh, she's even smiling for you.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh, she's adorable. Yay.
Isn't that awesome?
That face made all of this worthwhile because that is our future right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would anybody else on the Zoom like to share why they think it's important our voices heard today? Just unmute and speak.
I will.
All right, Becky.
Okay. Education is just essential. Every single study throughout has shown that it'll impact every part of our life. And so defunding education just will impact everything for years to come. And we just cannot afford to have those impacts lasting any longer. We need to have positive change and positive impact. And that starts with a healthy fund for education.
Thank you, Becky. I know where you're from, but will you say where you're from for me, please?
I'm from Washoe County School District.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to share I know, it's kind of weird to have to speak on Zoom. Thank you.
Well, it's really important that we all go back to a safe learning environment, right? If the teachers get sick, then there's no one to teach the students, and the way this is spreading is crazy. And then it's also really important that they don't cut the funding. I mean, this is going to require more because, I mean, I'm learning a ton through this distance learning. Through taking all my curriculum and putting it online is taking time and resources, and my internet's slow and I have to be careful, and I have grandkids who are here that we have to share the computers and Zoom, and then my son's working from home, so it's pretty crazy. So for them to cut it or to put us in a unsafe environment is just not acceptable, I think.
Absolutely. Can you share your name and where you're from, please?
Oh, I'm Tina Pizzell. I'm from Washoe County as well.
Thank you. I know we have friends from other parts of the county or state here too.
I haven't said, but I'll go ahead. I'm Carmen Andrews from Clark County School District. And we have fought so long, so hard for education funding. And we have barely regained what we lost back in 2008. And we were already behind there. We've improved our school districts from our state, I should say, but the schools, from 50th in the country to 35th. We have made progress, and we can't stop that. It is not fair to our children because they are, as cliche as it may be, our future. And so everything that we do to make teachers' jobs harder, we make education worse for our students.
Very nice. Would anybody else like to share?
With my COVID hair and face, I'm just saying. I'm learning how gray I am.
Anybody else? All right, Lisa, are you there? Let's get back out on the street.
I am. I just didn't want to have the horns go over such great information and people sharing why they're a part of this. So, oh, I have to show you. Let me see where the signs went. There were great signs. Oh, it's way far away. Okay, I got to show you these signs. I think she made it with a Cricut. I don't know because I've never used one before. But they're amazing signs that you can put outside so that people can see. She doesn't have to carry them. So I'm getting down there.
So
I don't
Lisa,
know if I have
you're
to
getting
run
your steps in today.
Yeah, I am, but you have to see these signs, guys. They're so great. I don't know if it's because I'm a reading teacher or what it is, but I'm so into them. So here you go. There's one.
Nice.
Yep,
Those
every
are
size
awesome.
is different.
Oh, wow.
Right? Check this one out.
More cuts, more crisis. That's another great hashtag to just flood Twitter with.
And I think I found the maker. Hi. This is our Zoom, the NSCA Zoom. And can you tell them where you're from? Carson. Woohoo! See, I found somebody from Ormsby County. How cool is that? I didn't know if I would.
That's great. Would she like to tell us about why she came out today?
Can you tell them why you came out today?
Because I can't be an effective teacher if I take any more cuts.
That's very profound and accurate. You had enough cuts. So I'm going to keep looking for folks to see what parts of the state they come from.
And I did find like 7 more people from Carson City down there.
Did you pick like Rachel Croft is our NEA director? We already interviewed her, but yeah, but I didn't see anybody else from Carson. But I will.
Carson City.
Yep, awesome. She's also from Carson.
Hello. We are so grateful to have all this attention on education because with great effort comes great rewards. And we just are so excited to have all of our legislators hear us and see us. And I know that it's going to make a difference and help them remember that we cannot cut our kids. They come first. They are our future. And the less we spend on our kids, we're going to be the very last state who gives funding to our kids, the very lowest amount of money towards each and every child. So that would be a very sad story, embarrassing.
Very
Isn't that
true.
great?
That is amazing.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Lisa.
So, yeah.
Can you go back and put the picture of the signs on? I'd like to write some of them down.
Yeah, sure. I will share the signs again.
Thank you.
And quickly, while she's doing that, note that Dawn has been putting hashtags and little sayings into the chat. So if you are on Twitter and can tweet those and retweet others, that would be fantastic.
Hold on.
Thank you.
So Lisa, I do want to share what one of the school trustees said last night. And
Okay.
I was very impressed. They were talking about how we're going to have to do more cleaning and more sanitizing. And she said, that sounds like more work. And we were talking about busing at the time. She goes, that sounds like more work for our bus drivers. That means we are going to pay them more. And I was I was celebrating so much that one school board trustee thought about saying, you're right, and we need to pay them more, and that should be the next thing we talk about.
Yeah, that's amazing. And
right?
was that recorded so I could use that?
It was, and it was Ellen Minetto, if you're looking for that part, and it was under the busing discussion.
Thank you. It's important. Our education support professionals don't get the emphasis that they deserve, and they do so much. So I just, I'm glad that she noticed. It's always like an extra tag.
Right, and we were talking about how many meals.
Yeah.
Well, and the conversation was about how many meals they delivered, and for just in Washoe, but I know Clark has put out the same numbers, and around the state.
4 million. 4 million.
It's amazing, and that was while teachers were online teaching, they were out on the front lines delivering and making sure our kids had their school packets and lunches and anything they needed. They were there helping. So to hear it be
our admissions are we have officers that go out and they make sure that our students show up to school. They took on a new role. They were bringing out Chromebooks. And so we don't have as many students without Chromebooks as when we started. We only have 89,000 students that don't have Chromebooks. But if you think about CCSD, they have 350,000 students.
Yeah. In Story County, the bus drivers, where I'm a school board trustee, the bus drivers went, and because the kids went home and didn't think to take their Chromebooks, and they do have one-to-one, they went out and did all the deliveries of everybody's Chromebooks to them to make sure those kids, and we have Wi-Fi buses. So we were able to get the buses out into areas to help supply some Wi-Fi when it was needed. But that was our frontline people, and they just need to be praised for all the work they did.
And in Nye County, the bus drivers drove the paraprofessionals and the food service workers to each house to make sure they had food and their assignments. So our support professionals are really making sure that distance learning works, and it really needs to be shared. All right, I'm headed back into Champville. So if it gets really, really loud, I'm just letting you know.
Hey guys, we really need to ramp it up on social media. So if you are on Twitter and you can tweet the hashtag more cuts equals more crisis, the one that Dawn posted, and then Tiana, if that's how you say your name, that one's great too. We can do that next. Be sure to also put schools. What's education is essential?
Education is essential.
And that will loop them all together. So whatever the new tag is, then you can put that. But yes, post on Facebook, anywhere. If you're on Instagram, I'm missing one. Snapchat, I don't care. Wherever you are, there's a request that our social media is lagging behind our in-person, so we need to ramp it up a notch.
I got my phone out, so everybody get yours out. Pictures of us all doing it. Alex, what's going on where you're at? I see microphones. I know they can't hear me over all this noise.
I'll find him.
I was just curious. I see microphones and people talking.
I'm sure it's media.
Ah, very nice.
We have a lot of media coverage right now. See?
Yeah, we heard that Channel 4 was covering it live for a few minutes, so that was cool. Because of course we hit the noon, we came live just as they were doing news channel break, so that's great.
Here's our chanter, so I'm back in Chantsville.
When you're in front of the building, can you show us the front of the legislator? Those chants are so fast, I don't know. So Lisa, we just had Bob put in our text box that Channel 13 KTVN in Vegas spoke to ESA interim president Jan Giles, and it was on the news already. I want you guys to look how empty that should have lots of business going on. There should be people going in and out of that building, but we're locked out. That's why we're on Zoom today.
Oh.
Because you can't get in and you can't get out, and that's what it says. And that's the people's house.
Oh my goodness.
You see that it's closed to public access.
Right, but the media was let in.
Of course. Their
Right.
speeches must be covered.
But not the people who are going to be affected by the cuts.
Hey, I found the executive director of NSCA. You want to talk to him?
Yeah, get Brian on there.
Awesome!
What's going on?
So, this is the live Zoom. They want you to greet them.
Well, I would like to welcome everyone to the virtual rally. I'm sorry if you weren't able to make it here in Carson City, but we have, what, a couple hundred, 500, 600 people out here?
At least.
At least. They're covering over half a mile, and the legislators here are hearing our voices. So now they'll be able to hear you virtually. So
Thank you, Miss Lily.
Yeah, it's finally. Can you tell? Is it the mask that hides him? I'm just curious. Alex, they were asking about the microphones.
Yeah.
So they said that there were microphones and they wanted to know about the media coverage. Can you explain the media coverage to them?
So yeah, we have pretty much every outlet. We sent a press release yesterday inviting everybody out to join us on the streets as we lined up. I think pretty much everybody has done an interview. I just spoke to the Las Vegas Sun. I think Chris Daly spoke to Colo 2 up here. Brian Rippett spoke to somebody about 10 minutes ago. So it's going to be a lot of media coverage, which is great. We need everybody to share that on social media. Make sure we're using our hashtags. That's Fund Healthy Schools and Education is Essential. Boost out any photos you see from the rally here. We could use some help with the social media aspect, because everybody's kind of just yelling at cars and getting honked at, which is good. We probably have got close to 1,000 or so people lining all the way from 5th Street over here. So the media's out, which is kind of good, because that means they might be bored with whatever the legislature's doing, and we're more entertaining and more interesting. Yeah, right? Yeah.
Right, because they can actually get in the building, right, Alex? They don't have to be outside with us.
Right, so they can get in and get out, but they are limiting, I think, to one photographer and one videographer at a time. And then they're kicking everybody else out, which is good. It benefits us. So there's going to be a lot of north and south media today and probably tomorrow. So we'll just keep up the pressure as much as we can with the news and whatnot.
Well, and Alex, we got notified by one of the people on our Zoom that Jan has already been on Channel 13 in Las Vegas.
Perfect. How are you, sir? Who's in charge? He is. He did it. That's the guy.
He is in charge. He asked me
Uh-oh.
in charge, and I said, you
I'm
are.
not actually in charge. The members are
We
here.
know.
I'll get Brian Rippet.
Okay.
Uh-oh, what's going on, Lisa?
They asked who was in charge. Wouldn't you say it was Brian Lee? I'm just asking for a friend. as a staff person, he's in charge. So, but
Hey,
they're really
we have a
getting
question,
ripped.
Lisa. What was the sign on the stroller? What did it say again? Don't send my mommy
Hold
into
on.
an unsafe school?
Into an unhealthy school, yeah.
Don't send my mommy into an unhealthy school.
Right. Do you want me to go back? I can go back.
Sure.
She's actually in the shade, so I wouldn't mind. So yeah. Okay, I'll go back. But we've got glitter signs and everything here, so I don't want you to miss the love. See, so she even has glitter on her sign. It's amazing. May I show your sign on our Zoom? See, isn't it great?
Oh, look at that.
Hi,
And then
Stacy Aranda.
Maker. Hi, Stacy Aranda. Echo loader. Okay, there you are. Sorry, the sun is really shining. But I want to make sure that you get to meet that sign maker.
Well, it sounds like someone knows her on our group. Is it Kiana? I want to make sure I say your name correctly.
Yep, it's Kiana.
Okay. Tell her hi from Kiana.
Kiana says hi. Okay, I did. Now
Thank you.
We heard her scream. Alex, what other hashtag would you like us to start pushing out? We're trying.
It's fund healthy schools and education is essential.
Okay, we put both of those in.
Unhealthy schools and education is essential.
Very cool. It doesn't look like you guys are going to be breaking up anytime soon.
No, you're right. And the media keeps wanting us out here. So, you know, we have to play to our public.
Well, you can let the media know that on the Zoom, we have stayed about a consistent 50, but we've had people come in and out. So I would say we've reached about 100 people from all over the state.
Okay, thank you.
As I watch people come in and out of the meeting. So it's really cool.
So I don't know if you can see this, but there is a line that goes straight down. It's a pathway, and there are in between this building. There are teachers on the other side of this pathway. Teachers and support professionals. So it's not just lining this street, it's lining that street too.
That's because they know the ice cream shop's across the way.
Right. Right. So if you walk straight down, there's another street on the other side. We have teachers and support professionals lining that street too.
That's perfect. I see that Vicki joined us on our Zoom chat, and Vicki is the president of NEASN. Vicki, would you like to say anything about why we need our voices heard today? She's got to unmute herself. Lisa, I'm going to mute. Hi, Vicki.
Hello, I'm happy to be here. Sorry, I'm running around doing errands, but I wanted to make sure that I stopped by. Education funding is crucial to our ability to even open schools at any point this year. So we are gathering so that we can make sure that our voices are heard, that how important funding is. It should be the top priority in our legislation.
Thank you, Vicki, and thank you for getting on this call with us.
We're having a good time. All right.
We can hear that. So Lisa, it sounds like you guys have had a lot of support out there and not a lot of negative energy. Is that true?
No. Well, yes, we have had a lot of support and not a lot of negative energy. But there was a Trump rally right before us, and they stayed, and they have their own little square where they're holding their signs, which we believe in oh, okay, we were just told to go back to the classroom, by the way. Why? He said, why should we fund you when you sit home on your booty? So there you go, Dawn.
Okay.
Bad karma.
I can remember taking my kids to Carson to do a rally for education when they were probably 10 and 7. And their favorite was the people yelling F words at them. And they'll tell you to this day that people weren't nice when they were out there. So,
I'm sure. So our young mom must have left because she's not in her little area. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. We got this gist of it. I was glad we were able to get the information to the... Oh, we got a motorcycle. Woohoo!
Yeah, so he wants to make sure that we can't breathe, which is fine because we have face masks. It's all good.
Absolutely. So Becky would like you to tell that the next time that guy comes around and tells you we need to get off our booty, tell them we're trying to go back to school. We just need funding to do it.
He thinks that you got paid while sitting at home on your booty.
Ah.
So then they can come do their job on my booty sometime and see how much work it is.
I know. I want to thank everybody on here for being on another Zoom call because I think they're all zoomed out. That was fun.
Well, you know it. It's been interesting. I love it.
Yeah, I bet. Is it still going strong, or do you feel like it's slowing down?
It's winding down. People are hot.
Oh yeah, they could be doing.
And I think the rally is going until I don't know when. 1:30. Oh, thank you. The rally goes till 1:30. So yeah, it's winding down. It pays for me to read my emails.
Once again, I'd love to invite anybody on the Zoom who would like to give a testimony for the legislature why we need funding to go back to safe, healthy schools.
You can mute me at any time. I totally understand.
No, I know. I think people are enjoying watching and I think we all wish we were there, but we're glad we get to be part of it from any way possible.
That's awesome. I am so glad we did this because I really think that legislators needed to know that we are listening, we are paying attention, and that the cuts really do matter.
I also think this will be because we're recording it and we can flood their mailboxes with it. So they may have not gotten outside with us, but they're going to see what was happening.
Right? Do you want to talk to the Zoom rally? Cool. This is awesome. Dawn, I have one of the organizers.
Hey, Selena, how are you? I just gave you guys credit. So tell me, Selena, why was it important that you organized this with the grassroots committee?
You know, I just felt like we're being asked to do a lot coming back to school in the midst of a pandemic. And not only are we not giving the resources to keep our kids safe, they're actually going to cut resources, which doesn't make any sense to me. And I think that education has been chronically underfunded, and it is irresponsible to try to fix this crisis through cuts alone. We need new revenue. We need the wealthiest people in our state to pay their fair share and share in this sacrifice that we teachers and educators have been making already.
Very well said. I could not have said that better myself.
Hey, Selena, we have Lori on our Zoom, and she says hi.
Oh, that's my mother-in-law. What's up?
Well, I'm glad we could share.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, Selena has a problem putting her words together. She's very well spoken and quite a dynamic speaker for us. Thank you.
Just trying to make sure that we get everybody on that has, Kaylin has spent most of his time across the street organizing all of the folks across the street. And I don't know if you can see it, but there are at least 300 people across the street.
Wow, that's great.
I know.
Are you walking by Summer, one of our UDs?
I am. You want to talk to her?
Yeah.
So funny, I thought it was Summer too. Hi, Summer.
Hi, Summer. So Summer is one of our UNICEF directors for many of our counties. Thanks for being there, Summer. Why are you there today?
Welcome. She wanted to know why you're here today.
Why am I here today?
Don't tell her it's because I said so.
Because I want to be here to support our teachers.
Which is true, because she is one.
I am a teacher.
Right.
When I met Summer, she's still a second grade teacher.
She is. She's an awesome, and she runs our instruction and professional development now. And so she works with our teachers every single day just to make sure that people have resources that they need to teach the kids. So she's really phenomenal, and I am grateful that she came to help out.
Well, and I think it's really important to note that Summer is also working on our emotional learning and stress in the job, how to help everybody. And that is just so important right now because we're all going back with doubts and questions, and she's got a team that's working on how to help everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Summer.
Hi, Alex, you're back.
Oh, Selena has more.
Yeah.
Okay, Selena, we're ready.
I can't say enough. I just am a ham. But I just want to say to everyone at home, seriously, you are so essential to this. You need to amplify this message, spread these pictures, tell people we're not going to stand for this anymore. Even if you're not here with us, you can do just as much. So thank you for getting on. That's what I wanted to say.
You heard her. Get to work. Mr.
Exactly.
You and Alex. We got the team.
Right? We do. Hold on, I'm gonna turn it around now. So you can actually see other people besides me.
Alex, do you have something you would like to share with us? It's okay, Lisa, you're the only one that's got sound for us. Chris is off sound. I'm sure he's talking to us, though. I'm going to ask to unmute him. Let me try this.
Sorry, I was muted. I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, well, talk to us. Tell us about your
Yeah, I mean, so we're still out here in front of the legislative building. We still stretch all the way. If you can get sort of a shot of this from the corner of 5th Street. And this is the legislative building here. And we stretch both sides of the street all the way to the Capitol building. Now we're, we are socially distanced, so there is somewhat 6 feet between most people, although, we do bunch up here and there as households kind of came out together. But an impressive showing. I'm getting text messages from legislators who are saying that they wish they could be here with us. There you go. Basically, legislators are on the floor right now of the legislature, beginning to discuss the budget. But I think that they've heard our voices through the closed windows, and certainly on social media. So I've made the plug here, plug again on the Zoom. Use your social media accounts because they're all in there on their computers, on their phones, looking at Twitter. You hashtag fund healthy schools, or you hashtag education is essential. Tag your legislator. Tag your legislator. They'll see that. They'll know that we're out here and we're across the state on this Zoom call as well. And hey, this is Alex. Can you guys hear me?
We can.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start we are on 5th Street. It is now about 10 after 1. We're just gonna walk all the way to the the Capitol building. Because we're still going strong. Take a look at these signs. You can take a nice stroll with me. Not really thinning out too much.
Not thinning out on Zoom either.
Here's Chris Daly again. Fancy seeing him here. Wave to the internet. We are live. Go Cubs, go. All right, we have just finished the legislative building and we are continuing on.
One thing about it, they're all getting their steps in today, helping us see everything. Whoops, we lost Alex. There he is.
All right, there we go. Good sign. Let's do. We are in this together. Still here. Thanks you guys for coming out. And then we got a few more at the back, but as you can see, we are all the way over to the Capitol building. Thinned out a little bit, we did actually have enough people going down to the lights and then past the AG's office.
Well,
so we are still going strong here. There's another side of the road, so we probably have we had about 1,000 at any given time, I think, at this point. Just eyeballing it. Hey, hey, Alex and Dawn.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here
What's
with
that?
Kaylin, who's one of the members of the NSCA Grassroots Task Force and one of the organizers of the rally. He's also the founder of Empower Nevada Teachers. Probably turned out half the people at the rally, so I want to put on Kaylin.
We'd love to hear from Kaylin. Hey, Kaylin, good job.
Hey, thanks, Don. Thanks for running that over there. How are you guys doing?
We are doing amazing. We've had people come on and off. We've stayed at about 50 consistently, but we've had about 100.
Oh, perfect.
We've taken some testimony. We've taken some testimony from the street. So we have got a lot to send off, but we want to hear from you. Why are you there, Kaylin?
Well, because if we don't advocate for ourselves, then nobody is going to advocate, right? And so we're out here advocating not just for ourselves and our colleagues in our profession, but our students. I think it's the biggest piece, and we just have to show up as educators. And it's really inspiring when you get out here with people who are so passionate about this profession and what we're doing. And seeing hundreds of educators line the entire streets of South Carson Street, and we can just take this and build from it. And we're gonna build on it and grow this movement. And put lawmakers on check that educators are getting active, and if we get active, we can move mountains. So I truly believe it, and I'm excited.
Kaylin, we're really impressed by how many people across the state are in Carson. We've got as many across the state on this Zoom call.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then we're just going to take this and we'll do some more, keep building it up, and, head towards our next legislative session and turn out thousands. So that's what we got to do.
Great. You want to make a play for that lady to start hashtagging things for us?
Yep. We'll have wait, sorry, say that again. You want me to get people to
I
start
want you to
hashtagging?
push out the hashtags for us.
Yep. I've been doing it up and down the whole time. We're getting the hashtag out.
Well, push it out here for me on Zoom right now.
Okay. So hashtag education is essential. And
yep.
We're doing
hashtag fund healthy schools.
Fund healthy schools. Hashtag fund healthy schools. Hashtag education is essential.
Perfect. Thank you
awesome.
so much.
All right, Don. Great to see you. Thanks for doing all
Great
that.
To see you. Hey, Alex, am I getting a message from you? What do you want us to do? The time? Alex?
Yeah, sorry. So we're just going to go ahead and close things down. We hit about an hour. We have to kind of clean up here. We want to thank everybody so much for spending the afternoon with us. You were here in spirit. It was important that we made a show as force, and we sure as hell did today. So thank you very much for that. Check the local news, check the newspapers. I think everybody from NSCA up here pretty much did an interview with somebody. Make sure you're tweeting out education is essential under Fund Healthy Schools hashtag. Follow NSCA's Twitter and Facebook. We're going to have a ton more stuff coming up. Special session just started. We got at least probably 2 more days of this. So if you want to speak publicly, we're going to make sure we have that information for you. And any other pertinent information we'll email or send on our social media. But thank you guys again so much. And we look forward to the next. Hey, Alex and Don, before we go, we have, I'd hate to pull rank on you, Don, but we have NSCA President Brian Rippett, who wants to thank folks on the Zoom. Hold on.
No problem.
Thanks, Chris. Just a big thank you to everybody that Zoomed in and the hundreds and hundreds of people that were here in Carson City. Couple of hours now we've been doing this, and people are still here holding signs, getting the honks, as you can hear. And we got to fund our healthy schools. That's all I got to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
All right. Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, guys. So thank you for joining us for this rally from Carson. Remember to continue to send letters and tweet out. Education is essential. You can find those letters on Action Network. If you're not getting our emails, please feel free to send me your email address. Again, don.miller@nsca nv.org, and I will help get you on our mailing list. Again, I can't thank you enough for being here. With that, we're done, and I will see